All right, 7:30 Sports, JP, Big NO on the line. We're gonna
You
talk
know,
about
here I
the.
am.
Been a long time, man. It's these vacations and Christmas and all that stuff happening, holidays, man. But we back at it, and we gonna get to these Sunday wild card games. If you didn't check out Saturday's wild card games, go back and check those out. We break those down a little bit, but we going to Sunday, and the first Sunday game is an interesting game. The Seahawks traveling to the Vikings. You want to start on this?
Uh, AP against that defense, man. Seahawks are still a dangerous team, especially it's playoff time, so they play different. I think everybody's healthy. That damn Bobby Wagner's out there, so hey, man, it's a problem. Maybe, I don't know if KJ Wright's playing, but if he is or not, they ain't missing. But Bobby Wagner's out there. Like Earl Thomas is out there. Cam Chancellor's out there.
Yeah.
That's all he needs, man. Those three cats right there. If AP can stay upright and be on the field for 4 quarters, if Minnesota D plays how they've been playing, they got a shot. Otherwise, man, I might have to take the Seahawks in this, bro.
Okay. I'm going to try to, because I thought the Seahawks were done early in the season, and I still see some of the same problems, but they got on a roll here, and so everybody's loving them right now. But here's the thing. You got, when I look at the teams that they beat on this so-called run, I'm still not impressed, cuz I'm sorry. I'm not impressed. Now, they beat the Steelers 39-30. I'll take that. They waxed the Vikings. Okay? And they beat the Ravens and they beat the Browns. But everybody seems to forget that just last week they lost to the Rams 23-17. All right?
That's division. That's division.
Okay.
Just like the Panthers lost to the Falcons.
Okay.
That's division.
Did you
see? They did stomp out the best team in their division and the second best team record-wise in the NFC, and some people think the best overall team in the NFL in the Arizona Cardinals, to where Carson Palmer was sitting on the sideline in the second half.
Okay.
Stomped them out.
Okay. Now let me rebut. Did you watch that game?
Yeah, I watched some of that game.
Did it look to you like the Cardinals actually wanted to play that game? Or did it look to you like they were saying we can't improve our situation in any shape, form, or fashion? Let's just go out here and go through the motions.
I think they gave up in the second quarter.
I'm not buying. When I watch that game, I'm thinking to myself, okay, the Cardinals are like, we win the game, the situation's the same. We lose the game, the situation is the same. So it really doesn't matter. But at the same time, we're going to go out here, because that's how the type of dude Bruce Arians is. We're going to go out here and put our guys out, and we're going to try to play. But the players are looking like, this really doesn't matter to us. This doesn't mean anything. You know what I mean? Now, I could be wrong. But that's what I saw when I was watching the game. Now, I'm just saying this. I'm not ready to buy in that all the problems in Seattle are straight. And I'm also not ready to buy into Marshawn Lynch coming back and just all of a sudden being beast mode after missing 7 weeks.
Mm-hmm. Not possible. We've seen stranger things.
All right, we'll see, man. I don't know. I don't know if I'm ready to buy it. When I look at the teams that they beat, they pretty much have beaten nobody. You give them the Cardinals win in the last game of the season. Okay, I'll give you that. But the rest of these wins, I'm not buying it. But we'll see, because it is the NFC, and we'll see how it goes. But with that being said, that ain't the team that I really have the biggest problem with. Now, as far as Minnesota goes, you trust Teddy Bridgewater in the playoff game?
No. Because he doesn't do much. He's like the NFC version of Alex Smith.
Mm-hmm.
He's a game manager. He understands he got weapons, which after you hear any common commentary on the guy, or you watch any game on the guy, you hear them say they don't ask him to do much.
Right.
They're not expecting him to do much.
Man, you killing me with this mic, man. What are you doing? What
My bad.
you eating chips?
No, I'm messing with the Packers. But at the same time, they don't ask the cat to do much. So I don't think he's reached his full potential yet.
Mm.
And I don't know if you're going to get it until you get some playoff experience.
Right.
So he can win it. Then you have to judge from that if he wins. But I don't know. I don't know.
Well,
I don't think it can happen.
Outside of Stephon Diggs, who seems to come and go, he's not consistent. They don't have any wide receivers, so this is basically AP or nothing. But the good thing the Vikings have working for them is it's an early game on Sunday, and the Seahawks are coming to Minnesota. This is your opportunity. If you're gonna beat them, you got to do it here. You know what I mean? So.
But the bad part about it is an early game on Sunday, and that means sun and cold.
Yeah.
Night and cold is a better situation.
I don't know, man. You remember when Seattle traveled to Atlanta? Was it 2-3 years ago in the playoffs? And them playing early because it's out of their time zone. So to them, a 1 o'clock game is like 9, 10 o'clock in the morning. And They were bad for the first half in that Atlanta game. They looked like they were sleepy, like they just wasn't ready to go. Minnesota, that's what they got to work on. You got to say, okay, they coming to us. We don't have to go to Seattle. It's an early game. We just have to stick around. That Minnesota defense is a good defense. That's a good defense. But Russell Wilson's been, flying high as of late. I don't know what happened, man. I don't know if the Sierra Hexes finally fell off. I don't know what it is. All right, but early in the season, he looked horrible, and I was like, yeah, I think that's Sierra's fault. I'm just gonna put it on her. All right, but hey, that's what the dude Future did. Future said, hey, man, yeah, it was all messed up till I got rid of Sierra. Then everything was good. You know what I mean? So I don't know, but Russell Wilson's been playing, but I also think getting Jimmy Graham out of that offense, let them go back to just doing what they do best. Because when you had Jimmy Graham, it looked like they were trying to find so many ways to get this dude the ball that they couldn't do nothing else. Get rid of Jimmy Graham, and we go back to what we do best. We run the ball. We let Russell Wilson run around. We throw some deep passes and hope that shit work out. And it's been working out. So we'll see. The way that the NFC is set up, Seattle got a shot. I think everybody in the NFC got a shot, except for the team we about to talk about. There's no possible way I can believe the Green Bay Packers are a good football team.
I don't know. I don't know what their problem is, man. I don't know what the problem is.
It's a lot of them. It's too many to name.
They're like, these cats don't want to catch the ball. They just don't want to do anything. They're missing Jordan, man. Jordan Nelson is a big part of that offense.
Absolutely.
And it looks like the team has, to me, the team has been going down ever since Greg Jennings and Donald Driver left. The team, the wide receiver core has been getting softer. They're not playing hard. They just act like they don't know how to catch. They haven't properly replaced those two guys, even though they were the oldest two on the team.
Right.
They haven't properly replaced these guys for the production they gave to that offense.
Well, now Devontae, people have been asking about Devontae Adams. And they're like, because when Jordan Nelson first went down, they were like, well, they still got Devontae Adams. They're going to have to work around that. It seems to me that Devontae Adams was only good when Jordy Nelson was drawing double teams. Now that Devontae Adams is getting the double teams, he can't get open. And when he do get open, he dropped the ball. This dude got a lot of drops. A lot of drops. A lot of drops, man. Which is why, we ain't done with the Packers. The offensive line is still horrible. I mean, Aaron Rodgers, he can't sit in the pocket and throw a pass. Every time you watch a Packers game, he either got to step up, move to the left, move to the right. He just can't sit back there and throw a football. The offensive line is terrible. For 2 games, Clay Matthews had no tackles. I don't know what that's about at middle linebacker. All right. So the defense is still suspect. This Packers team is not very good. I mean, they basically made the playoffs because the rest of the NFC is garbage.
Yeah.
Packers team is not very good, which is why I think that the Washington Redskins, no offense to the Native Americans out there, but I don't know what else to call them. The Washington Redskins. I mean, shit, what else are you supposed to call them? I heard people calling them the Washington National Football Team and the Washington Professional. Hey, man, I ain't got time for all that. They're the Redskins. All right? I think the Redskins, I think they can win this game. Actually, I will pick the Redskins to win this game. Now, Kirk Cousins in the playoff game, I understand it's a little bit dicey. All right? But the Packers have so many problems that if the Redskins could just put together a good game, they should win this game. They should win it. Packers are horrible. Horrible. I mean, they are bad. I used to love watching the Packers, man. They're just bad to watch. So we'll see what Kirk Cousins and versus Aaron Rodgers, and we'll see how that goes, man. And and speaking of that, you didn't make a pick on Seattle, Minnesota. What you like? What team you like there?
I'm gonna take Seattle, man.
You taking Seattle?
Yeah.
I don't know who I like here. I don't know, man. I think I'm gonna go with the Vikings. I think the Vikings get it done. They, if nothing else, the ass whipping they got early in the season should be some sort of motivation. I mean, either it's gonna be motivation or you're gonna be scared. It's either one of the two. So if you're scared, you're gonna get blown out again. So we'll see how it goes.
I think you need to be scared.
All right, so let's recap. So you taking Seattle, and you like who you like in Packers Redskins?
I like the Redskins.
You like the Redskins too?
Yeah.
Oh boy, this is gonna be trouble. Too much support for Kirk Cousins, man. This might be the game. This might be the game where you go back to 4 or 5 interceptions. This could be the game. But we'll see. I'm serious, guys. It's been too good for this dude. Hey, this dude got better numbers than Aaron Rodgers this year, right?
Wow.
More yardage, higher completion percentage, touchdowns, everything. Better numbers than Aaron Rodgers. That tells you how messed up the Green Bay situation is, because Aaron Rodgers is no way, shape, or form even equal to Kirk Cousins. Aaron Rodgers is way superior to this guy. They got to fix that thing in Green Bay, man. I think they're going to get beat this Sunday. They're going to lose this game. Yeah. All right. So,
Aaron Rodgers in the house?
Huh?
Aaron Rodgers to the house?
Yeah, I think Aaron Rodgers is going home. It ain't going to be his fault. It really ain't. But I don't see how. They just got too many problems. See, you can have a couple of problems, but you can't have a lot of problems. They got a defensive problem. They got an offensive line problem. They got wide receiver problems. And by the way, they're starting running back done damn set at the buffet during the whole damn offseason. What the hell is going on with that guy? I saw that dude, man, like when they first said he was out of shape, he was on the sidelines. And he had on, some clothes where you really couldn't tell. When that dude came back on the field, I think it was 2-3 weeks ago. I was like, nah, that ain't Eddie Lacy. That can't be. That dude, this dude looked like he done gained like 100 pounds. How do you? Man, look, how do you gain that much weight in the off season? What was you doing? Like, what was you doing?
Eating fucking gumbo.
Man, you can take a break in the off season, but as a professional athlete, you ain't got to go hard, but you got to do something. You know what I'm saying? You just can't be chilling. Damn, that dude looked like he was sitting back drinking beer, eating good, smoking good, vacations and chasing women. Life was good. Then he came back and was like, oh, we do got to play football in a week, don't we? Dude show up, man, and he still looked too damn big. What's the running back's name in Carolina?
Jonathan Stewart.
No, the big one. The big dude.
Mike Tober.
Dude, doesn't Eddie Lacy look Mike Tober size right now?
Yeah, he just taller.
Yeah, now Tolbert always been a big dude. He been a big dude since San Diego. You know what I mean? That's just what he do. But,
Right.
you know, if he was to come back and be 195 pounds, he'd be shot. So that's the same thing with Eddie Lacy. How you go from being like 205 and you 250? How that work? That can't work, man. So they got running back problems. They just got a lot of problems. I'll take the Redskins there, man. But I think all four of these games have the potential to be good. I really do.
So like you giving your support to Kirk Cousins, man.
As much as it pains me to do so, you know, because personally, the Redskins ain't supposed to be in the playoffs either, man. Philly sucked badly. New York gave it away. And Dallas just does what Dallas does, which is basically show up and win 6 games and go home. So, I mean, they shouldn't be in the playoffs. These are not good teams. This Packers-Redskins matchup is 2 teams that should not be in the playoffs. That's just the way I see it. Have no business in the playoffs. You know, but Washington's got a good defense. I like their wide receivers. They got a shot. They really do, you know. So we're going to wrap up, man, the Wildcard Sunday. You know, you got anything else you want to talk about NFL-wise?
All these coaches getting whacked, man. It's crazy.
Hey, man, that's part of the game. You know, shit. I knew Tom Sula was gone before. During the Rams games, I was like, yeah, you're going to get fired. You about done. You know, that was during the game. So some of these jokers online was like, well, maybe this game beating the Rams will save them. How does beating the Rams save you? Well, that ain't saving your job. The Rams once again are 8-8, 7. What are they? 7-9. Jeff Fisher, king of 500. I told you that early in the season. I said, man, them dudes would be either 8-8 or 7-9. He's a 500 coach. Always has been. Always will be. So Tom Sula getting whacked. Now, what did Pagano say? Because this dude was supposed to get fired. What could he have possibly said that gets you a contract extension when you was on a chopping block for half the season?
Hey, man, everybody with these coaching trees, you got to remember, I got sick, and this Bruce Arians was the coach of the year. That come under me. You got to give me another chance. I missed a year. Really?
That's the argument?
I think that's what I heard when I was under the door listening.
Now they got some the rumor mill is swirling, man. They got one report, I forgot who it is, one of them guys, man, one of them NFL guys, was saying that his understanding is that the owner was afraid that if he was to let the guy go, that he would prosper somewhere else. And then he'll look like a sucker. Now, that's not good enough reason.
You look like a sucker saying that.
Exactly. Yeah. You know what that is? That's simping. That's like saying I don't want my girl no more, but if I let her go, somebody else will get her, so I'm gonna keep her. You a sucker. That's basically what you are. You know, yeah, you just a sucker, man. So if that's the truth, that's not a sufficient reason to give a coach a contract extension. That's just not good enough. I don't understand that, man. So
me neither.
Yeah, I don't get that, man. Who else got whacked? Who else? Was it Pagano, Tom Sula, anybody else?
The Cleveland Browns guy.
Oh, well, I knew he was gone. Yeah, they hire a coach every year. I think this I think this is the 8th or 9th coach they done fired in like the last 10, 15 years. They don't keep no coaches around there, man. He knew he was fired. You know, and now they I was reading that the organizations say they are done with Johnny Manziel. They don't want no parts of him. What you gonna do with him? You just can't be done with him.
Johnny Manball. He does it again. The Manball.
And then also the rumors are that, well, the conspiracy is that they think Johnny Manziel is doing this stuff on purpose because he wants to be released from Cleveland so he can go play for the Cowboys. Now, Jerry Jones is the type of dude that will actually sign this guy. But what have you done to make you think that you're going to be in such high demand that Jerry Jones just has to have you? What have you done? Nothing. You ain't done nothing, cuz.
Hey man, the dude sells tickets. See,
For what?
I don't know what for, but they're gonna buy them, man.
Well,
They're gonna buy tickets.
Well, in Texas, yeah. So Jerry Jones sized them as basically a commodity, basically as a way to sell tickets, like the equivalent of putting a bigger screen in a stadium. So basically, he's a commodity. But eventually, you will have to play him, right? And when you have to play him, that's when shit falls apart. You know. Then what do you do with him? Then you got to keep him off the booze. Can you keep the liquor out his hand?
Hey man, I think when he gets in Jerry Jones' vicinity, the dude is gonna be schooled on this is a business. You can build your brand, and some type of percentage of something is going out there for this dude to understand. I think he's gonna have a turnaround.
A turnaround as far as his actions or as far as being a good player? Okay.
His actions. Now, as far as the field, I have no control over that. I don't think he does either. But at the same time, something's going to come out of it for this guy. He's gonna grow and understand what being a man is about. And that's probably about it, man. But as far as him being a great player, but who knows what he can do behind that line.
Did you see the picture of the disguise, Cuz? Did you see that?
No.
I'm gonna need you to Google that.
I don't think I really want to see that.
No. When we get that, I need you to Google that because I'm going to send it to you right now. Look here, Cuz. This dude's a clown. That's all I'm gonna say. Clown, B. He's a clown. You know, now I think this dude is more in love with being famous than actually the game of football. And if that's the case, then I can understand it. But you just need to say that. You know. Now I can understand him not wanting to be in Cleveland. Like, honestly and truthfully, and no offense to the people in Cleveland, I don't even want to visit Cleveland. I have no business in Cleveland. So I can understand.
That's some serious offense right there, bro.
Hey, it is what it is. So I can understand having to play there and live there and, you know, yeah, you want to go to Vegas because you in Cleveland. You know what I mean? So, like, what are you going to do? So I can respect it, man, but because I just need you to stop the clowning. Stop being a clown. You know what I mean? That's my thing. And we ain't gonna mention the free pass he got for hitting the girl in the car. We ain't gonna talk about that. He got a free pass on that. Free pass. No suspension, no nothing. He got nothing. And you got a girl on the video saying that he hit me, and they let her go home with him, and nothing happened. Nothing. You know what I mean? Come on, man. I think Pettin, he was tired of having to deal with Johnny Manziel. I really do. I think deep down, although he got fired, he's saying to himself, well, they still got to pay the remainder of my contract, and I ain't got to deal with that clown no more. I think that's what it is. Yeah, man. I would be happy. He'll get a job somewhere. You know, so, all right, man, we're going to wrap this thing up, man. And next week, we will get into the rest of the playoffs after we see who wins the wild card and see who's playing who. But I think the playoffs are going to be way better than the regular season, man. I think the regular season was horrible. Regular season was just bad, cuz. Terrible.
Bad.
Your boy Rex knocked the Jets out of the playoffs. Ultimate payback. Ultimate payback.
That's right.
He beat him twice this year. Like, yeah, I got y'all. Don't worry about it. You out of the playoffs. Go to the house. Although he at the house too. So everybody's at the house.
He's at the house.
I can't believe this, man. I'm looking. Damn, cuz the NFL was bad. The NFC East was horrible. Boy, were they horrible. But I got to give props to the Redskins. They were 4-2 in the division. You got to give them props for that. Unbelievable. How the Packers are 10-6, I have no idea. Falcons finished at 8-8. Saints 7-9. Bucks 6-10. Although I kind of like that team towards the end of the season.
But
yeah, I kind of like. I think they heading in the right direction. I like Jameis. I like Jameis. You know, he still needs some seasoning, but he had some games, man, where you was like, okay, this dude can play. He can play.
Right.
Man, yeah, this was just a bad NFL season, man. The Giants were 6-10. I mean, come on. Oh, Coughlin. Yeah, we got to talk about Coughlin. The so-called resign when they say you resign, but you really got fired. You know, like the let's do this dude a favor because he's been around so long. We gonna say you resign, but homie, if you don't go out there and resign, we gonna have to fire you. So it is what it is. You know. But that dude was I didn't know, man, that dude is he's 60. Is he 69? 67?
Yeah, he's like 67.
Damn. Yeah, it's time to go home. Just go home, man. It's time. You got 2 Super Bowls. It's time to go to the house. Get the rocking chair out. Damn, cuz. I hate for this dude to die on the sidelines. It's time to go to the house.
Yeah, he gets upset and he gets red.
Yeah, catch a heart attack on the sidelines. That's the last thing we need to see in the NFL. Some old coach dying on the sidelines. We won't need to see that. All right, we're going to wrap this up, man. Please subscribe, like, dislike, comment, whatever makes you happy. JP, Big N.O.
You.
We'll holler next week, man. 7:30 Sports.